I was cringing really bad. But, yeah, so what was the total of that game? That was 24-20. So it was actually, it was a good game. So that was, what, 44?
Yeah, in our 2-minute warning, I won the over. You lost that one. Good job, me.
Yeah, I know I did. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out to everybody, John. There we are.
Yeah, there we are. Friday's game, Kansas City, San Diego. Man, that third play for Kansas City.
Wow.
When Worthy ran into Kelsey. I know they were getting an MRI done yesterday on Worthy, but, man, that doesn't look good. That looked like torn rotator cuff to me. I mean, that thing snapped back.
Yeah.
But, hey, it was a good game. Herbert stood tall in the pocket and delivered some nice throws, man. And he's got some weapons there. I don't know what Kansas City's going to do without any receivers. I mean, Tyquan Thornton was their best receiver other than Hollywood Brown, who had 10 catches. But, I mean, right. He was dry. He dropped a couple of crucial passes. So I don't know what they're going to do. They didn't have much of a running game. Pacheco and Kareem Hunt didn't run the ball much. Patrick Mahomes ran the ball, though, which is nice. And great for my fantasy team.
Well, he had to compensate for something, man. He had no receiver, so, hey, I'm going to run the ball down there. But, yeah, Thornton, that catch he caught, that was a really good catch.
Oh, that
40-yard catch there.
Yeah, and that's Worthy's ball usually. And Worthy is so fast, man. I mean, they had a game script just for him and just blew it out the window right away.
Well, one of the things about it is with that game, it was exciting. I mean, it was down. I mean, it came down to the wire almost. The rookie for what was his name? I can't remember. I got to get used to his name here on the Chargers. Boy, he stepped out of bounds. Should have stayed in bounds. Which now you give Mahomes a little bit more time to do his magic.
Yeah, they've got some receivers over there. My hidden gem last week did well. Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
I mean, 7 catches, touchdown. Mm-hmm. I think he'll really help Herbert out, especially on third down. Quentin Johnson, man, that guy's tall and fast.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, he is.
And Ladd McConkey's just a beast, getting open and finding them holes in coverage. And
who does McConkey remind you of?
Who does Ladd McConkey remind me of? Wes Welker.
Yeah, that's what I'm about ready to say that too.
Julian Edelman. I mean, he's just that kind of guy. And Jim Harbaugh said at the beginning of the year that he thought he thought that Herbert was a Hall of Fame quarterback. So I expected big things from him this year. I mean, I was kind of surprised that they didn't run the ball a little bit more, but I think Omarion Hampton got the ball 15 times, 48 yards, something like that, which wasn't really impressive, but he got the job done. Kind of stayed away from him at the goal line. I was a little surprised down there that they didn't give him the ball more, but that's good for teams that have Justin Herbert on their team.
Yeah,
Herbert going. Let's get into this.
Let's
start out with a noon game. First game of the week. Dolphins versus the Colts. This is the first time that Tua has faced the Colts in his career.
Really?
Yeah. Surprising, probably because he's been hurt so much. Or the schedule. Darren Waller is out, the tight end that they signed from the Giants. So that's I don't know what they're going to do at tight end, but I mean they've still got Hill and Jalen Waddle, who I expect to have a little better year this year. Devin Achane's going to play.
Yep, but
soft tissue injury, and I don't know that he's a full-time back anyway. I don't know that he's a 20 carry guy. But if they give him the ball 15 or 20 times, touches, not necessarily.
Right. Do you think he's actually going to get that? I mean, they're going to have to. He didn't really play preseason, so he's going to be, coming out the gates a little bit sore after a couple of hits. So I think if anybody fantasy coaches out there, between him and Ollie Gordon, I mean, that's a tough decision to make.
Yeah, it's tough to give a back like Ollie Gordon, who didn't get a lot of playing time in the preseason. Got some and looked good, but first game of the year, I mean, you've got to be able to trust him with the ball. So I'm sure he'll get some carries in the beginning. We'll see how he does. And,
anything with that?
They signed, I think they signed Jeff Wilson the other day, who's been on and off that team a couple of times.
Yeah.
So that's somebody they can trust that they know. I think
he's been on.
I think he'll get some carries too, but again, he hasn't played a lot in the preseason either. So we'll see how that shakes out. The Dolphins allowed the 13 most points to tight ends last year. So I expect Tyler Warren to have a good game from the Colts. His first game, I mean, he was great at Penn State. So hopefully Daniel Jones can find him
He's a big boy.
Yeah. On my end, I'm hoping Jonathan Taylor has 400 yards and 6 touchdowns because I'm starting him, but that's probably unrealistic.
Yeah. Well, he's a good running back. He's a great running back, man. He's
so fast.
Yeah.
I remember when I drafted him. That's when Kansas City took Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
And everybody thought that he'd be the number 1 pick in the draft. And I think Sammy ended up taking Burrow that year with the one. And I took Taylor over Helaire at the 2, and everybody was like, "You're out of your mind. You take Helaire." It's like, no, I'm going with Taylor. I like the bigger, faster back.
And in the past, Indy has had some good running backs. Great running backs.
They have. Couple of notes. Just some predictions. But I've got Tua at 260 and 2 touchdowns.
Tua is 260 and 2 touchdowns?
Yep, I got A-Chain with 50 rushing yards and 40 receiving yards. I think Tyreek Hill's going to have 80 yards, 15 rushing and a touchdown. Daniel Jones, a couple 100 yards passing, couple of TDs. Taylor, 85 yards, 10 receiving and a touchdown. Pittman with 60 yards, and I think Tyler Warren gets 50 yards and a touchdown this week.
Wow, so you're taking Indy over Miami.
I didn't say that. I'm taking the Dolphins over the Colts, but I think Tua will have a heck of a game against them. I think they were like the 5th worst team against the pass last year.
Yep.
Indy.
Well, we're going to go to a commercial break here. It is, believe it or not, John, time flies here. So we're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Most people out here.
Man, I got a lot of games to go through.
Yeah, we do. Stats is pretty much going to have to go, but we can rush it through here because we're basically focusing on
friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. LoveYourMindToday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Theriault Booth, a leading local law firm, is located on the beautiful Fox River in downtown St. Charles. Here's Ryan Theriault.
For better or worse, there are just times people need a lawyer. Whether you are involved in a work injury, in an automobile crash, selling a home, or even planning for your estate after your passing, we're here. We're local. We're part of the community.
For more information, visit them on the web at tbfirm.com or give them a call at 630-526-4242.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to Fantasy Football Blitz with your hosts Dave Tease and John Payne. Steelers at Jets, 12 o'clock. This is the first season opener in NFL history between two quarterbacks who played for the opposing teams the year before.
Yeah.
There's some useless information for you. I expect a run-heavy, low-scoring game. Rodgers, Fields, couple of touchdowns each. Jalen Warren, maybe 55 and 25, rushing and receiving yards. Breece Hall, about the same. And Metcalf and Garrett Wilson, 70, 75 yards. I don't know that either one scored today.
Yeah, Metcalf's going to, I think, have a really good game. They lost Pickens. There. He's in Dallas now. And I'm hoping Garrett Wilson gets some catches, some touchdowns.
You mean Jarrett Wilson? Isn't that who you drafted? It wasn't Garrett. It was Jarrett, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was. Thank you there, John. Okay.
I think Metcalf's a one-trick pony, personally. I think he's just a flyer down the sideline. But Rodgers can hit him, if he's got the arm strength to get it down there still.
Do you think he'll make it more than one game?
Let's hope so for Pittsburgh's sake. Panthers and Jags. Good storyline here. Ted McMillan, the rookie wide receiver, will he get matched up with Travis Hunter, the rookie two-way player from Colorado? That would be a great matchup.
That would be. What would you do? Would you start him against Hunter?
Oh, I think Hunter is going to play about 20% of the snaps on defense.
You think so?
Yeah, I think McMillan could step in and be the number one for Bryce Young right away. They don't have much else. Jalen Coker's hurt. I think the Jaguars are gonna tear them up. The Panthers were the worst last year pressuring the passer and last in run defense.
Still need a lot of help from last year.
But the Jags gave up the fourth most fantasy points to wide receivers last year. So Bryce Young, who looked good the second half of the year after he sat, him and McMillan should hook up and do decent. I look for Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence to have a couple of TDs. Lawrence with maybe 275 yards. Young with closer to 200. I think Chuba gets the ball quite a bit. He should have 75 yards and a touchdown. McMillan, the wide receiver, the rookie, I think he'll have 75 and a TD. And ETN, I think he'll have 80 total yards. But I like Brian Thomas in this game with 90 yards and a touchdown also.
Well, Jacksonville's going to be using a two-headed monster over there, Tank Bisbee and Travis. So it's going to be.
Well, they've got a third guy too that they're really high on. They tried to. I read that they were trying to trade either Bigsby or ETN before the season started because they love this Tootin kid that they drafted. So we'll see what happens there. Next game is the Cardinals versus the Saints. James Conner rushed for a career, and the New Orleans defense allowed the third most rushing yards per game last year. So what's that tell you? Run, run, run. Trey McBride had a 100-catch season last year. He should have a good game for Kyler Murray. Spencer Rattler. Man, I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback this year. They drafted that kid Shaw, but obviously Rattler's a little more experienced, so they'll throw him to the Wolves right away and see what happens. But I look for Rattler and Murray to have a couple of TDs. Kamara, I mean, they're going to have to throw the ball. I think they're going to be behind early, so I expect him to have about 95 total yards and a TD, and Olave will be the one there for Rattler. James Conner, obviously he'll have a TD. He seems to have one every week. Marvin Harrison Jr., he put on a lot of weight in the offseason. Let's see if that helps. But hopefully he gets in the end zone. And Trey McBride, like I said, 100-catch season last year, stud, kind of under the radar guy. But I think he'll do well today too.
Yeah. Just keep on going. Look at something. Yeah, no, I got to look at something.
Giants at Commanders. Washington won both games last year by a total of 8 points. In those games, the Giants allowed 364 yards rushing. Now, Washington doesn't have Brian Robinson anymore, but they do have Bill Merritt, the young rookie that nobody wants to pronounce his name, so they just call him Bill. And they have Chris Rodriguez there, who I think is kind of a sleeper. Kid's a bull. I think when we get down inside the 10, I think Chris Rodriguez comes in, Bill Merritt goes out. But Jaden Daniels looked great last year. Russell Wilson, man, we'll see. I mean, he's got Malik Neighbors, who's a beast.
Yeah, well, they got Austin Eckler over there, so he's going to be the starting running back. But your Merritt guy there, he's listed kind of like fourth on the depth chart there.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
The depth charts don't mean nothing, do they?
No. But I think Daniel has a couple of touchdowns along with Wilson. I don't think Merritt or Tyrone Tracy score either one of them. Tyrone Tracy needs to hold on to the ball. McLaurin with 70 yards, and Neighbor with 90. New York's defense is really good. As bad as their offense might be, their defense is solid. Yeah. So I don't expect a blowout, but obviously from last year it was 8 points total between the games last year. So Bucks at Falcons. Baker Mayfield hasn't really tested this week. He's missing offensive lineman Tristan Wirfs. He's missing 2/3 of his starting receiver core. So with Godwin and McMillan out, I look for rookie Amika Buka. I think I said that right, to have a good game. Kind of taking over for Godwin in that position. Atlanta gave up the 5th most fantasy points to wide receivers last year. So it should be a high-scoring contest if Michael Penix has it together at all. Baker should have 275 and a couple of TDs. Penix with 250 and a couple. Bucky Irvin, solid running back, but that's kind of a 2 or 3-headed monster there with Rashad White and Sean Tucker. But he should get the most carries there. He should have around 95 total yards. And Mike Evans, man, the guy's just ageless. He just gets open. 75 and a TD. And mid-league neighbors. I think he gets in the end zone too. But like I said, I think they'll keep it close. It's at Washington, but I like Washington in this game, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield does know how to spread the ball out. He's had a solid season last year.
What am I saying, neighbors? I'm the wrong thing. I'm at Bijan Robinson with a 100 and a touchdown, and London with 80 and a touchdown. But yeah, I like this to be a high scoring game. It's at the Falcons, but like I said, it ought to be interesting. Bengals at Browns. Browns ranked 29th in rushing last year, and Cincy ranked 25th against the run stop rate. Chase Brown could have a big game. I think Joe Burrow's going to have a big game too with Jamar Chase, but Chase Brown could have a good game this year.
He could put up the numbers.
Brown signed Quinshon Judkins finally yesterday to a guaranteed contract, which I thought was kind of odd after his legal issues.
Yeah.
The Bengals are interesting that the Bengals are 1-11 in weeks 1 and 2 since 2019. Wow, did you get loud all of a sudden in my ear?
Yeah, I turned it up a little bit. I'm getting some reports that my microphone is on mute or stuck on mute.
That's awesome.
I know, isn't it? People can't hear me right now.
David Njoku could have a big game. Cincinnati gave up the 2nd most fantasy points to tight ends last year. But I look for Burrow to have, 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Brown to have a touchdown, Chase over 100 yards and a touchdown, and Higgins will get in the end zone too. Flacco, I mean, he may get a couple of TDs, but I don't think Jerome Ford's going to get in the end zone. Maybe 45, 50 yards rushing. Judy seems to be his guy. Not much, but I think Njoku gets in the end zone, 55 yards and a touchdown.
Well, Flacco is old. I mean, how old is he? He's got to be, 43?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's that old. But yeah, I mean, what else they got? Shedeur Sanders, who...
Yeah, is still rookie, unproven.
Right, and Dylan Gabriel looked better than him in the offseason, but I don't know if he's got a lot of arm strength.
Yeah, to be honest with you, everybody, because Flacco doesn't scramble out of the pocket, so he does have problems. If I was a fantasy owner, I would stay away from a Cleveland team right now until you start seeing some flashes. I wouldn't start Ford or anybody on that team right now.
They don't have Nick Chubbs anymore.
No Nick Chubbs on there.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
Raiders at Patriots. Amari Cooper signs 9 days ago and retires.
Yeah, I know.
Lost the love for the game, apparently. Maybe it was the team. Maybe if it was Kansas City that signed him, maybe he'd have the love back. I don't know. But, that's kind of disappointing. This is the first time in 17 games that the Patriots aren't underdogs.
Yeah. Well, there's no Tom Brady there. Come on.
Well, they got Drake May. He seems to be the guy. He should have a couple of TDs today. Look for him to hit Stephon Diggs, and I love Travion Henderson there. The rookie from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Man, is he fast.
What about their running game? They got some backs. They got a lot of backs on that team.
Ramondre Stevenson will probably be the starter there, and they'll mix Henderson in, but they'll have special plays designed for him. And in the preseason, man, he looked like Jamar Gibbs out there. I mean, he was flying.
He's got some speed to him.
Yeah, but I think Geno Smith will find Brock Bowers in the end zone for one. I don't know that Ashton Genty has a great game today because Raiders' offensive line is terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe 75 yards. I don't know that he gets in the end zone. He may have 85 total with some receptions.
That's a team that it seems like everybody goes there when they're washed up and is
out of jail.
Yeah, out of jail. That seems like, oh, wow.
Jacoby Myers just kept getting in the end zone last year, too. But Brock Bowers is a beast.
Yeah.
He'll get in the end zone. I'm confident in that. Geno Smith will find him. But, yeah, I see a lot of low-scoring games this week.
Oh, that's typical.
But there's going to be a couple that are going to you're just going to shake your head and go, wow. I thought I thought the Philly-Dallas game was going to be out of control, and after
Yeah.
that rain delay, it just got boring all of a sudden.
Yeah, I did. It's
But let's. We got a couple. We got about 5 seconds before a commercial.
Actually, we got 30 seconds before we jump into the 1 minute warrant, letting us know the commercial's coming.
Well, let's get to the Seahawks then. The 49ers Seahawks.
That's going to be interesting.
I think Walker and Charbonnet could combine for 175 yards in that game. I mean, they're just going to run.
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll keep it out of Sam Darnold's hand. I mean, obviously Smith-Njigba is the go-to guy for Darnold. Brock Purdy's got the easiest pass schedule in football this year, San Francisco.
Yeah, he does. But he's like, he's
missing Ayuk. Jennings just came back. Everybody's really high on Ricky Pearsall. I am too, but I would temper expectations right now. But Purdy and Darnold should have a couple of TDs. I like Walker and McCaffrey to get in the end zone. McCaffrey looks like he's healthy.
Yeah,
Or healthier.
They're saying likely to play. So all you McCaffrey coaches out there,
he's
likely to play.
Oh, he's playing. There's no doubt
he
about
will.
that. And Jennings back. But George Kittle, for your sake, I hope he doesn't get in the end zone. But and Seattle's got a tough D, man.
Yeah, they do.
They have a tough D, and they're at home, and you know that's that 12th man there.
Yeah, they got some good receivers over there for Seattle, so I think.
Yeah, they have a kid named Troy Horton that I'm really fan.
Mm-hmm.
A young kid. So we'll see what happens.
Well, we're going to be going to commercial here again, so if anybody wants to call in, text, or talk to us on YouTube, feel free to do that. We'll give the numbers out here in a second after this break coming on up. So stay tuned. We got more Fantasy Blitz coming up your way with Dave and John.
Looking for a spotless clean you can count on? Meet Clean King, your local family-owned janitorial service that treats every client like royalty. Fully insured and trusted by businesses across the area, Clean King delivers personalized, top-quality cleaning tailored to your needs at the best price in town. Call now for your free quote at 224-276-6057. That's 224-276-6057. Or visit them at cleankingcleaning.com. That's Clean King, where your quality and service reign supreme. A proud member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, supporting the local business community.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey Bears fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be a part of the action as thousands of die-hard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today at 847-741-7700 and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears on WRMN AM 1410. For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Fantasy Football Blitz with Dave and John here at Studio 14, WRMN, 1410 AM. Anybody want to call on in? You can call on in at 847-931-1410. I'm going to give you a little quick update about the Americans First Responders Fest. It will be downtown Hampshire. We'll be shutting down downtown Hampshire and having a big, huge stage presentation with bands. This is an event that will be honoring the first responders, police officers, firefighters, and our veterans to raise money to donate to them. Come on out. We're going to have the live entertainment will be Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, very good band. Mix Company Band, another great one. Kenyon Arrow Light, featuring Tim and Joe. We'll have a classic car show presented by Gilbert's Eagles Club. Lodge number 1047. Additional attractions will be some vendors booths, craft booths, food trucks, kids activities, a dunking tank, and a pie. Throw a pie at a mayor's face. So that would be Guy and Mayor Mike. Mayor Guy and Mayor Mike.
There's 2 mayors in Hampshire?
No, there's one in Gilbert's. They're friends. You know, they do a lot of stuff. So we also have here at the studio, if you want to come on down, raffle tickets, 600 raffle tickets. You don't need to be there to win for a 50-50 drawing. You just put your name and all that stuff. They're only $10 a ticket. So 600 tickets total. That's a pretty good portion of your half there. But proceeds, we're raising proceeds for our first responders. So come on down and enjoy the fest, everybody. And we're going to go back to Fantasy Football Blitz. You want to do our call card, John, here? Text number? All that
847-931-1410 is the studio number. You can text us at 505-926-1410 or follow us on YouTube, WRMN Radio. Titans versus Broncos. Cam Ward's debut.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. Since 1967, number 1 quarterbacks are 4-15-1 on opening day. Doesn't bode well. Titans last year allowed the 6th most rushing yards and the 3rd most rushing TDs to quarterbacks. So Bo Nix might get in the end zone running the ball. I think Denver's going to smoke him. Denver's D is tough.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Cortland Sutton over there. They got a lot of running backs. That's going to be a running back by committee, but Bo Nix is going to run the ball a lot. He's going to throw the ball. He was a shocker last year for a rookie.
Yeah, he did pretty well. Broncos were 3rd against the rush last year, so Tony Pollard, I don't think he'll do squat. But who knows? Maybe he'll get in. I mean, Cam Ward should get in the end zone once. He'll get his first TD. I don't look for Pollard or Ridley to have a great game. I mean, it's at Denver on top of it. Nix will throw a couple touchdowns. He may run one in. J.K. Dobbins, who we haven't seen a lot of in the preseason, he's the starting back, but they'll mix R.J. Harvey in there, the young kid. And Cortland Sutton is just ageless. I mean, he'll get in the end zone, I'm sure.
Yeah, but they also got a big receiving core over there. They do spread the ball a lot. And then with Tennessee, Tyler Lockett getting up there in age, but is he on the injury? No, oh yeah. Let me look that up here too while we're looking at that one, which I don't think he is. But yeah, they also got a new rookie over there,
Eric Alec Eminora. I can't even pronounce it. I know he went to Stanford. He's pretty good, decent receiver in college.
That's the first time John Payne can announce a name right?
I didn't look, but yeah, you're probably right on that. That was a tough one, man. But he was a good ball player at Stanford. I think he'll get a couple of catches, but I don't look for much in this game from Tennessee at all.
No, like you said, it's going to be a blowout. I think Bo Nix is probably
Tennessee's got a decent D, but I mean, I just don't think they'll stop Denver at home.
Yeah, no. There's no Mullins is the only one that's questionable with an ankle injury. Najee Spears is out IR. So yeah, and Denver doesn't really have a lot of big, huge injuries on their team neither on the offense.
No, they got Marvin Mims back, who looked great in the second half this year. I think he'll fly down that field.
I think Bo Nix is going to have probably 4 touchdowns in that game.
Okay, let's not get ridiculous. Lions and Packers, 325. Jordan Love has 7 consecutive games without an interception.
Coming off a thumb injury too, by the way.
Right, yeah, I'm sure that he'll be nursing that a little bit. Green Bay allowed the 6th fewest points to quarterbacks last year. Now, I know Golf is familiar with them. I think it's I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah,
I do.
because J.J. McCarthy, this is his rookie year.
Well,
Oh no, sorry, I'm on the wrong game. Sorry,
team,
yeah,
but,
that's Monday night.
But you're right.
Lions,
It is J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah,
It is his rookie year.
okay. Now I got it here. Yeah, Lions. They got a heck of a team, but they're lacking Ben Johnson now, so the offense is going to look a little bit different for everybody. Gibbs and Montgomery, those two are just great.
I think Montgomery's slowing down a little bit, but yeah, it's a good 1-2 punch. Jamison Williams signed a 3-year, $86 million contract yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you think a number 2 receiver is worth that?
No, I don't think it was worth that.
I mean,
St. Brown's worth that, but now
he can fly down the field, but yeah, that seemed like a big contract.
if you're a fantasy owner, I would actually. But then again, if Parsons going to play with his back, he's still a little sore, but he says he's going to play. Didn't tell me personally, but he said he's going to play.
Yeah,
So
he told me.
Oh, he told you? He called you up and told you? Good job.
Yeah, he called in on WRMN Studios, 847-931-1410. But I look for Galt to have a couple of TDs. I think Gibbs and Montgomery get in the end zone. Gibbs probably catches one. St. Brown, obviously, 80 to 100 yards. Love will have a couple of touchdowns. I think Jacobs get in the end zone. And Matthew Golden, the rookie receiver there, they're really high on.
Yeah.
They got a lot of receivers banged up there with Wicks and Reed.
Just about
and,
ready to say
Christian
that.
Watson, I mean, that guy can't stay healthy. But let's see what happens with the great Matthew Golden. He can fly. There's no doubt about that. Texas at Rams.
Ooh.
Nick Chubbs to start the season at running back for the Texans with Joe Mixon hurt, and Christian Kirk is out also.
Yeah, right.
So, some offensive weapons down
Yeah.
for the Texans. Houston ranked 31st in run block win rate last year.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bode well for Chubb or Chubbs, either one of them.
Yeah. Both Chubbs.
Yes. And Stroud, honestly, for his sophomore campaign, kind of took a step back last year. Kind of that sophomore jinx. But I expect him to come around. He'll be a little better this year. Nico Collins is a beast.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
He's got his number one receiver. Collins is going to definitely score, and Stroud can throw the ball. He has an accurate arm.
And as Stafford, they keep him upright. He doesn't hurt his back.
Right.
I mean, he could be okay. Kyron Williams is going to have a tough go today. I think Houston had the number 5 rush defense last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's going to be tough to run against them. Of course, Puka will get his catches. I don't know if he gets in the end zone, but I still think 80, 90 yards. I think Collins gets in the end zone. Stafford has a TD. Kyron Williams, he may sneak one in. Mm-hmm. But I don't look for 100 yards or anything from him. He may have 75 or 80 total yards with receptions and rushing the ball.
And that's on the road for Houston, so they're going all the way out to L.A. to Rams still in L.A., right? Can't keep track of this.
Last time I checked.
Yeah, last time I checked.
Ravens at Bills, 7:20. Boy, that's going to be a great game, man. You've got Lamar Jackson going. Jim has Josh Allen going. I hope he breaks his leg. First play. I hope he runs into his player like Worthy ran into Kelsey. It's the first time since at least 1970 that the top 2 in MVP voting from the previous year meet in the opener. The Bills secondary, they're banged up like Kansas City's receiving corps. So Lamar Jackson, Rashard Bateman, Zay Flowers, they could all have good games. Mark Andrews. Isaiah Likely's probably not going to play.
No, he's actually ruled out of that game. I was just going to bring that up here. Isaiah Likely is out.
And Jim, if you're listening, Tyler Bass went on the IR designated for return.
Why would you tell him that? Really, seriously, I'm playing him this week, and then why? I hope he ain't listening right now. I should have muted your microphone.
I think that he probably would have caught that. Should be a high-scoring game. Josh Allen, man, he's going to have 3 TDs. Whether it's 2 rushing and 1 throwing, or 2 throwing and 1 rushing, it could be more than that. It's at home. James Cook looked good last year, 75 and a touchdown. Keon Coleman gets in the end zone this week, I think.
Yeah. But they're also Buffalo's struggling a little bit on their receiving core. I mean,
they're going to have to put up points because, like I said, their secondary is banged up. Lamar Jackson, I'd have a couple TDs. Derrick Henry, the guy's just ageless. He gets in the end zone. I don't think Flowers gets in the end zone because hopefully you're starting him. But I think Andrews does.
Well, also too, there's a little bit of a sleeper over there. They got that kid Shavers, who's a receiver for Buffalo. He's 6'4". He had a great preseason. I know it's preseason. I know it's you're playing second strings and all that stuff. But watch him. He is actually going to be somebody to watch here throughout the years if you're a fantasy or throughout the season if you're a fantasy owner. You got to look for those diamonds in the rough, those sleeper guys.
Yep, and we have those coming up too. Monday night, Vikings and Bears. Bears open up the season against the Vikings and Lions, and based on last year's win-loss records, they have the toughest 2 opening games of the year. This is McCarthy's first game.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Now I can bring that up. Thanks. Yeah, it is his first game.
Smith, their safety, is banged up. Don't know if he's going to play. He's doubtful. Roshan Johnson is doubtful. And the Vikes allowed the second most receiving yards per game and the most fantasy points to wide receivers last year. So Caleb needs to step up his game. The Vikings blitzed 40% of the time last year, and Williams had a 56.4 QBR against the blitz. He'll need to identify better pre-snap here.
Yeah, right.
In that game. But I look for Williams and McCarthy each to have a couple of touchdowns, and of course Justin Jefferson will have a great game.
Well, that's our music coming up here, so we're getting ready to go to break. We'll be back here for the last 15 minutes of our show, and anybody want to call on in, you're more than welcome to. I know it's early in the morning, and you can always go back and watch this on YouTube. We get some updates.
You know, when we get back, we got some stashes and some week 1 sleepers.
Yep, sleepers and our 2-minute warning.
Cool. It's flying today.
Yes, it's a fast show.
I'm just babbling away.
Yeah, go figure that one.
What else is new?
Yeah, what else is new?
Hopefully you won't have eggs next Sunday morning.
Hey, have you heard of what's happening in Hampshire this September?
First Responders Fest? Oh yeah, it's going to be huge.
That's right. Saturday, September 20th from 1 to 6 p.m., downtown Hampshire will be alive with music, food, and fun, all to honor our incredible first responders.
And we're not just talking about police and fire. This celebration includes nurses, EMTs, and everyone who's the backbone of emergency services.
And we here at WRMN will be broadcasting live, plus stage presentations and a special first responders recognition ceremony.
And check out this entertainment lineup. Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, Mixed Company Band, and Canyon Arrow Light featuring Tim and Joe.
And don't forget that classic car show presented by Gilbert's Eagles Club 1047, along with vendor booths, food trucks, and plenty of kids' activities. For more information, give us a call here at WRMN's office line. That's 847-741-7700. Or check out our website at WRMN1410.com.
We hope to see you there.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Youth football season is almost here. Elgin Steelers Youth Football and Cheer is now part of the prestigious Pop Warner League in Chicagoland. We're serving youth athletes of all ages, building character and fostering teamwork. Registration is now open, so don't miss out on the chance to be a part of a winning tradition. Multi-athletic registration discounts are available, and we're looking for dedicated volunteers to join our coaching staff. Shape the future of our youth. Plus, on April 14th, the Elgin Steelers Youth Football and Cheer start spring conditioning. Get all the details and register at elginsteelers.com. That's elginsteelers.com. Go Steelers!
All right, welcome back to WRMN 1410 AM. Getting close to our last quarter here, John. We're going to go through some people you can hide, to stash on your team, and some sleepers here. And then our 2-minute warning predictions, which wasn't too good for me last week.
No, it wasn't. You got lucky, though, with Xavier Worthy. Sleepers this week. I like Ollie Gordon.
Yeah.
I like Ollie Gordon in Miami. I think he's going to spell a chain. He's still got that soft tissue injury. It's still got to be there.
Right.
I don't think it went away totally.
Yeah.
So I think Ollie Gordon has a decent game. Maybe 10, 15 touches, which that'd be okay for a rook. I mean, like I said, Indy's D isn't the greatest. So,
no.
But I just found it odd that this is Tua's first game against Indy. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's another sleeper I've got this week, and he's my hidden gem this week.
Okay.
Marvin Mims, Denver wide receiver. I think that kid can just fly, man. I think he's going to have a good game today, and I think he gets in the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Here's a strange name. Strange, the tight end from Jacksonville. Brendan Strange. I got him as a sleeper.
Really?
Yeah. I think Jacksonville is going to throw the ball quite a bit today, and I don't know if Carolina can stop him.
Trevor Lawrence has he has his moments. He holds the ball too long sometimes, don't you think?
Yeah, I've been disappointed with his progression as he's gotten into the league. I watched him in high school, a couple of games down in Cartersville, Georgia, and he was a beast. And I thought he did okay at Clemson. I expected more there, and I expected more in the pros. Haven't got there yet. Maybe this is the year. Another sleeper this week, Rashard Bateman, Baltimore. He had 9 touchdowns last year.
Yeah.
Kind of quietly.
He's fast.
With Andrews and Likely and Zay Flowers and Derrick Henry, you kind of forget about him. But he's a good ball player. And another guy I really like this year is Chris Rodriguez from Washington. I think he's going to get a lot of early down work and the goal line work.
Mm-hmm.
I know their depth chart shows Bill Merritt 4 and Rodriguez 2 or 3 and Austin Eckler. I know it's a cluster, but I think Chris Rodriguez has a good year this year.
My sleepers definitely is going to be Ollie Gordon. Okay, I think he's going to. I like you said, we just talked about it a second ago. My other one is going to be a little bit of a shocker. Isaac
Tesla.
Is it stop? It ain't Tesla. It's Tesha. He's got a weird last name. Sala. Is that how you say his last name? Yeah, I got to get used to that. He's a tall receiver. He had a great preseason. He's the third receiver on Detroit Lions. He's a guy to also stash away on your team if you're a fantasy owner and you want to get, somebody like a little hidden gem. He was 6'4".
Oh, by the way, that guy's name is Alec Ayamaner.
Another one of my sleepers, even though John says last week that he's lost his step, is Deebo Samuels. I think Deebo Samuels is going to have a phenomenal game in Washington.
I think there's only one. I think it's Deebo Samuel. I don't know that there's two.
Can I just keep... Okay, John Paynes. Yeah, I think he's going to have a really good game. So he's a sleeper that I have going on there.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he's built more like a tight end, like an H-back.
Yeah.
Kind of a hybrid. My stashes this year, I love Troy Horton, Seattle. That kid was a beast in college.
Yeah.
Eric Arroyo, another kid, tight end from Seattle. I like him quite a bit, too. Quite a bit. Malik Washington, little wide receiver from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He could come around this year, too. Kind of keep an eye on him. And Woody Marks. We don't know the running back situation in Houston right now.
Right.
So, that could come into play. And a guy that I like and a guy that's liked by a few guys in the shop, Deontay Thornton from the Raiders. 6'5", runs a 4.3. But let's see if he can catch. I guess that's the main thing. But that's my stashes and my sleepers for week one.
Yep.
You ready for the 2-minute warning? Do we have a call?
Yeah, we don't have a caller yet here. Yeah, but I'm ready. Whenever the caller calls on in, he wants to join on in, he's more than welcome to. It's a little surprise, but the lines are all open right now. Let's do the 2-minute warning since we got this started. Every week we are going to do a 2-minute warning. Predictions on the games coming on up. So, John, why don't you start out with your first one?
Well, I'd like to point out that last week I was 6-4, and you were 5-5.
Yeah.
Worthy going down on that third play kind of gave you one.
Yeah, that actually was a gimme.
That was a gimme. Probably should have watched that one, but you finished 5-5.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it should have been probably 4-5. I know Worthy would have gotten the end zone.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, I did.
But by the way, Mahomes is throwing the ball around. Oh, hey, we have a caller. Here he is. Let's see here. Hello, caller. Who are we speaking to? Hello.
It's Elvis.
Hello, caller. Who are we speaking to? For some reason, it says he's on.
Good job, man.
I know.
We're on
really
it.
Good.
You can really run that board great.
Stop. It does say he's on. Hello, caller.
Wheels, you on?
Oh, no, he hung up again. Call back again.
Well, we've only got a few minutes left.
Here. Okay, keep on going. Hello, caller. Can you hear us? I don't know why he's not coming on.
It's probably the guy running the board.
Yeah, it probably is, you know. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Hello, caller. Can you hear us now?
Evidently not.
Evidently not. Okay.
All right.
Hold on a
Well, let's get to this 2-minute drill.
Okay.
He can call in next week once you've got this figured out.
Sorry, Wheels.
Yeah. Good job.
Okay, really quickly. Go ahead.
We got some time.
Okay.
Ashton Genty, 75 yards rushing.
I'll say yes to that one.
Yes to that one?
Yeah.
I'm going to say no. Rookie Ted McMillan, touchdown?
Yep. Let me try this. Hello, caller. Can you hear us again? Hello? I actually got it.
All right, let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
Ted McMillan, does he get in or not?
Who, what?
Ted McMillan. You said no, he's not getting in?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Spencer Rattler, does he throw for 220 yards?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Derrick Henry, does he rush for 90 yards against Buffalo?
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes also. That's kind of close. Brock Bowers, 8 receptions.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say he gets 7.5.
Really? Yeah, halfway catches one.
Will Tua have more total yards than Mahomes did the other night? Mahomes had 315 total yards. This is your question.
Oh, yeah. Well, I say yeah. I say yeah.
I just want to emphasize.
I'll say yeah. We did talk about this last night.
I'm going to say no.
I don't even know if Wheels is still on. It says he's on the air, but I don't know why it ain't coming on. You know. Hello, Wheels.
Here.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Wheels.
there you are. We got you now.
You're live. All right. Well, let's go back to 1. We're at 6. Wheels, is Ashton Genty going to rush for 75 yards?
Hello, Wheels. Wheels, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Is Genty going to rush for 75 yards?
No.
That a boy, Wheels. Listen to your bro. Is Ted McMillan going to score a TD?
Yes.
I like where your head's at, Wheels. You must have been looking at mine. Spencer Rattler going to throw for 220?
Yes.
You're a fool. Derrick Henry, is he going to rush for 90?
No.
Bowers, 8 receptions?
No.
Tua, will he have more total yards than Mahomes? 315.
No.
Man, Wheels.
No, he's a no
You're right
guy.
on that. Okay. Now we're back to normal here with
Okay.
all of us.
Sorry.
Jamar Chase will have 150 yards or more and 2 touchdowns. Dave?
Yes.
Wheels?
I'll say no.
Is he no on everything?
I'm going to say no also. Just because you're saying yes. Will Stroud throw for 290 yards today?
And 3 TDs.
I got 2.
Oh, okay. Just changing my questions.
Yeah. Will he throw for 290, Wheels?
No.
Dave? Will he throw for 290?
Yeah. That's why that was my question.
Okay. I'm going to say no. Will Josh Allen rush for 2 TDs?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
I'm going to say no. And will the Bears beat Minnesota?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
I'm going to say yes also.
We have.
Yeah. Wheels, thanks for calling in three times.
It's all right. Yeah, we have a little problem. Hey, Wheels, congratulations. Welcome to our league. This is your first year in our fantasy football league with John and I and a couple other miserable people. But
one from South Elgin that owns a card shop, but we won't mention any names.
Yeah, no, we won't do that. No, not that guy. You know, probably won't be picking up a kicker. I can guarantee you that.
Listen, everybody, make sure to check your inactives an hour before the kickoffs. You know, a lot can change between this show and noon. So Dave had a great time today. I thought it went a little smoother than last week.
A little bit more stuff.
Hopefully a little smoother next week.
Sorry, a little bit more board stuff I got to get hammered out here.
Plus, I had to survive the stink in here.
Okay, yeah. No more eggs in the morning for me. Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. It was a fun show. Get ready, coaches. It's here. It's fantasy. Sit in front of the TV. Get the ribs. Get the food. Shut
I
your
will
door.
say this. If Wheels beats us, he's on again next week.
Yes, he is.
And if he beats us next week, both of us, I think we should bring him onto the show and he should host it.
Oh, yeah. We'll bring him into the studios. Anytime you want, Wheels. You can come on
The good thing
in.
about Wheels is he can look at the monitor and you at the same time.
Yes, he can. Well, everybody have a good fantasy day. Stay out of trouble.
All right.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day?